remove that boot. Boot.
Stem.
That is something that I really enjoy, working 15 plus, 20 plus days a month for me is not something that my brain has an issue with. My best advice for myself and for anyone else is when I'm not hungry, I stop eating. So if I'm not hungry to be there, if I'm not excited about my day, I have the privilege, so I should utilize it to stop eating. Take a second, give myself a week or two. And I do that pretty often. So I think that if I just notice the burnout long before it happens and I don't feel pressured to continue to do something, because anytime I've done that, I've not been proud of what I'm doing. And with this job, I am very, very proud of the work that I get to do. And so if I'm not hungry, I stop eating. I go on a break. I stay home. I have my animals, and that's really what it is.
You know, my first year in horror, I just was like balls to the wall, like constant, just shooting like 5 or 6 times. It was like 5 times a week, maybe. Yeah, that first 2 years, like it was a lot of scenes. And I just remember like not being able to balance it, not figuring that out. And I had to be like celibate for a whole month, not touching myself, not do anything. And then I told myself when I went back, any scenes that I get, you know, if I don't like it or if I have a thing in my brain that goes, then just pass it up. And so I passed up a lot of scenes, and then at the end of the day, my mental health was better. But then that work-life balance sometimes comes into play where I'm still struggling with that. Like I push myself all the time.
How do I balance? So whatever I'm not on set, I sleep. I eat.
So you skip.
I go shopping. I spend money, and I travel. I hang out with my dogs, and that helps a lot. Yeah, just relax.
Anna, so how important are awards to you? And do you ever feel pressured to go beyond maybe what you're comfortable with to achieve that award? Because I had seen that happen with a lot of performers. Have you managed expectations in that?
So for me personally, I've always viewed nominations as a win. I feel like it's really, really cool and good feeling to be recognized amongst lots of other performers who have also worked very, very hard throughout the year. But as far as winning the actual award goes, it's a cool thing. It really is. I did win 2024 Girl Performer of the Year, and that was my very first award ever. And I lost my marbles. I thought it was really cool. But also, like, I did understand, like, I think that was, like, my 3rd award show, I think. And I had been nominated for other things in the past years, but never got it. I remember taking it really hard my first year. I was like, darn, I feel like I worked my vagina off this year and I didn't get any recognition. But then I was like, wait, no, you got nominated. For me, that's enough. Then I feel like even if I worked to get nominated, which I didn't have any nominations last year either, besides the Girl Performer of the Year. And for me, like, I know in my heart, like, I did a good job.
You know, when I was a porn fan and I would, you know, jerk off myself, I never knew who was nominated for what, who won what. I liked the person that I liked. I liked watching their performance. That's what mattered to me. I have a few girls that I used to love watching, and I saw them tweet about how they never won an AVN award, and then I'm like shocked, because I'm like, God, I loved you, and I still do, and I look up to you, and, you know, it's a group of people sitting in a room deciding, you know. It's not everything. It's also not putting money in your pocket long term. It's a good feel-good moment for the moment. There's nothing at the top of Porn Mountain. So I think, you know, it's good to get those things. They're nice paperweights. They're really great. And, you know, it's really great to win them. I'll say that. Like when I won mine last year, seeing all the other people that were nominated, I was shook. I couldn't believe it. I really, really couldn't believe it. It was a really amazing feeling. And when I go pee and I look at it, smile, you know.
And I'll be a grandma one day, and I'll be like,
Yeah, we all talk about this.
Like they said, and to turn on to it, the nominations, there are so many performers in this industry. To be selected among 15, 12, 10, to be the best of the best is much more recognition than I think most people really. So that for us, huge win, biggest win. And I know everyone's been saying that, but it really, truly is. There are so many beautiful, incredible women working in this industry, and they're working just as hard, if not harder, as anybody else, just to have any type of recognition at all. And then here we are with that, and that is something to be extremely proud of. But I think that, you know how the Grammys are important and how the Oscars are important and things along those lines? I think making this a form of entertainment that receives that type of award show and receives that type of extravagance is important. And I think that that's what I'll say about it. When it comes to winning, always feels great, blah, 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 all that good stuff. But I think that it's much more important in the scape of everyone else. It's not just us. It's in the scape of the reason the Grammys are important is because we deserve to be recognized. And if we're being recognized at all, who wins or loses, we're all winning, even the people that are not nominated. So I just think it's a big step in recognizing us as professional entertainment. And that's my take on it.
Yeah.
I think I agree with whatever Anna says. I think the as end all for every performers, of course, everybody want that trophy in their homes. That's their dreams, the goal. But I think everybody go on set, they do the same thing, they do their best to perform, and they enjoy being on set and being nice to everybody. I think that's what's most important, that you do what you best can.
Yeah.
Like Tam, what Anna's saying, you build enough way more in your head. You think, oh my God, like I can't do this. And then you do it and you're like, oh, okay. That was trial and error for me, because like Hitachi, right, that's amazing. But you can't, on camera, you can't always have a Hitachi.
Good on you.
And she should see your master reply.
That's awesome.
All right, I believe that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you guys so much. And thank you guys for being here. Well.